All right, y'all, this is a kind of a special one. Obviously, Duquesne Athletics Hall of Fame here. Point Park guy, a Duquesne guy, recognized tonight, of course, in the Duquesne Athletics Hall of Fame. For you, Jim, just what did this honor mean? And just back-to-back years, Jim Lear had to give an introduction speech.
Yeah, I guess to the point about Coach Lear, he, as I said when I was talking up there, he has made such a positive impact on so many people, and he's done this for such a lengthy time. So yeah, for him to be able to have two individuals go in back-to-back years is so well-deserved. I'm sure there's so many more people he coached that could also, a really strong argument could be made for them making it. And frankly, there could be a really strong argument for him making it as a coach. But yes, no, so that felt great, and it was so kind of him to be here and to make the kind of introduction speech. But yeah, no, as with so many people, Duquesne was a really meaningful part of my life, both athletically and academically and socially, and so yeah, to be kind of reminded of a lot of the really positive things that happened and some of the athletic accomplishments that happened to make this warranted. It's a nice to kind of go back memory lane and just be brought back to that. So yeah, this is a really nice evening and really nice to celebrate it with some people I'm close with. So,
what was it like finding out that you were getting inducted? Was it just the mailing? Was it a phone call? How did you find out?
Yeah, it's kind of funny. So for most people, you find out through just getting a letter in the mail. Mm-hmm. But so I'm an assistant coach here now.
Yep.
And I don't fault him for this. I'm happy that he told me. But our head coach, Coach Gibson, he actually kind of let it slip to me that I was going to be going in prior to the letter arriving. He was like, they're going to send out a letter this week, but I wanted to tell you. Which again, I appreciated him mentioning. I know he was excited and happy for me, but yes, I found out through him, and then a couple of days later, the letter came, and yeah, it's a nice acknowledgement to be aware of. So yeah.
What do you think of the sport in the city right now? Obviously, you're in an ability where you've been giving back for, obviously, Point Park, for Duquesne. Just what's it been like having that and experience that and just seeing the running community be at an all-time high across the city?
Yeah, no, that's a really good question. I think for a while there's been a really great running community in Pittsburgh, both in kind of the high school, the grassroots scene, the club scene, also obviously with several universities here, and then there are a number of really good post-collegiate runners here too. There are a number of folks who have made the Olympic trials in the marathon, some on the track too, and then there's a really good road racing scene here with the 10-miler, the marathon, the great race. So no, it's a really good running community here, and that's such a nice thing about the sport. It's kind of a close-knit community, so I know so many folks who are involved in it, and that's just really nice, pleasant relationships. But no, it's good right now. It's last year we had kids from this area go 1-2 at the national championship in high school. The college scene is really good. Pitt's distance team is really strong right now. They have a great coach. The Duquesne team has some really strong runners. Point Park has some really good strong runners. They're coached actually by one of my good friends who ran at Duquesne, Yosef. And yeah, so Western PA distance running is in a really good spot right now, and I'm happy to be able to know a lot of people that are involved in that.
When it comes to either training or a specific distance as a coach, what's kind of that thing that you really specialize in giving these kids here at Duquesne?
So you said, what do I specialize in coaching?
Well, in terms of whether it's like the 10K or you just like mentally preparing them, just what do you like most about coaching here at Duquesne?
Yes, I work mainly with the distance runners. So that was kind of where I trended as an athlete. But I think it's really cool and interesting to see how they develop as people. It's only my second year here, but at Point Park I kind of got that too. And everybody's so different, and this is just one facet of their lives. I tell our kids all the time, like, you guys you're in such rigorous academic programs. You have so many things going on outside of running, so it's cool as a coach to figure out a way to fit this into what's going on in their lives, and also just to kind of enforce that, hey, look, this is a cool opportunity to really go for something and see how good you can get at it within the confines of all these other things you have going on. So I think just like the relationship building and knowing, working towards how can running be a really meaningful part of your life within all the other things you have going on. So yeah, I think that's a cool part of it.